So I did this look inspired by Candice Swanepoel, the Victoria's Secret's model, and I absolutely adore her. So I thought I would recreate the look that she usually wears. It's the very, natural, glowy look that most of the Victoria's Secret models wear. So if you want to know how to get this look, please keep on watching. So I applied my moisturizer already, and I'm going to put that in the down bar below. And I'm going to be starting off with the Tarte 12-Hour Brightener Primer, and I have the sample of it, or like the deluxe sample, which I got at Sephora, and I don't know how much I like it. I don't know. I'm still testing it out. But we're going to be applying this in the T area and underneath the eyes, on the chin, and then whatever is left on your fingers, just put it around the rest of your face. So Victoria's Secret models have perfect skin to begin with, so that's what we're trying to achieve, but we don't want to look like we have foundation on because they just look natural. So that's why we went with a BB cream, and then I also went with like a tinted moisturizer. It gives you that glowy, dewy look that they have. I am breaking out, and this happens to us girls once a month usually. So that's why I'm going to be using concealer as well. And I'm going to also be using the e.l.f. powder brush to be applying the Revlon BB cream and the tinted moisturizer. So what I do is I just apply it on top of the brush, and I don't mix it together before. I just, that's the Covergirl, and then this is the Revlon.
Move the hair out of the way.
You want to make sure you get the neck because you don't want this line of foundation that stops here. So now I'm just going to blend it into my skin. So as you can see, I still have like a few breakouts popping through the foundation, so I'm going to be using a concealer. This is the L'Oreal True Match in Fair to Light in 123. So I'm going to be applying this on the breakouts and then also underneath the eye area as well. And then I'm also going to be applying the Smashbox Under Eye Brightener right on top of that concealer. And then I'm going to be applying the Smashbox High Definition Concealer in Fair right along the border of the other concealer. I have a beauty blender, and I'm just going to be blending that in. The beauty blender is really, really good because it picks up any of the excess concealer that you have, so it doesn't ever look like you have a bunch of concealer on. And then where I put the concealer on my breakouts, I'm just going to be tapping it on top. So I'm mixing Accentuate and Emphasize together, and I'm going to be powdering underneath my eyes with the Samantha Chapman setting brush, Real Techniques. But I don't want to apply this anywhere else besides like around my nose or the T-zone, where usually you get oily, because you want to keep the glow around your face. So using NARS Laguna, I'm going to be applying this right on the cheeks, and then a little bit on the temple, and then underneath the jaw. And you want to make sure you get some and apply it on the neck as well so it blends. I'm also using a MAC 138. I'm also applying this down the nose, on the chin, a little bit on the forehead. Victoria's Secret models are very bronzed, and I don't have any fake tan on, and it's not the summer, so I'm definitely not bronze. Now I'm applying a MAC blush. I believe this is Peaches, but I'll have the name in the down bar below. I'm going to be applying this on my cheek and blending it upwards. I'm also using the same brush we used for the bronzer. This is a Covergirl eyeshadow in Champagne, and I'm actually going to be using this as a highlight. So taking my Ardell FB01 brush, it's a fan brush, I'm going to be applying this right on top of my cheekbones, right above the eyebrow, on the bridge of my nose, on the chin, on the brow bone. Now I'm going to be using Too Faced Shadow Insurance, and I'm applying that all over the lid, a little bit on the brow bone. We did put a highlight up there, so I don't want to go over that too much. Wet n Wild Walking on Eggshells, and then the pink color from the Sephora palette. If they do still sell this, I will put a link in the down bar below. I believe they do still sell it, but any pink color will work really. And then I'm going to mix them together and apply that right on the lid. And then taking the tiniest amount of brown on a blending brush, just on the tip, we're going to be applying that right in the crease. I'm wiping the shadow that was on the brush, and then I'm just going back in and blending. Now taking a black eyeshadow, I'm just going to be pushing this right into the lashes. You're going to bring that right into the inner corner. You want to layer this up so it's intense. We're not going to be extending it at all either. But I'm going to take a little bit of that black and apply it right on the outer corner. She rarely ever brings it in all the way because that closes the eye off. The brush I was using for that was a Smashbox number 28. You could just use any angled brush will work. And then I'm taking an e.l.f. contour brush and just blending out the bottom. And then I'm also going to be slightly blending out the top. Here I'm just using an Eco Tools brush, and I'm going to be applying that champagne color right in the inner corner and extending it a little bit on the lash line, meeting that black color. So the eyebrows are done, and I don't know why, but this brow comes out so much better than this one.
But they're supposed to be sisters, not twins.
So now taking a white eyeliner or like a salmon color eyeliner, I'm using the Chella Ivory Lace Highlighter. I got this in my Ipsy bag, so I don't really know where you can get this besides online. So we're going to be applying that right in the waterline. So now I'm going to be applying mascara. This is the Maybelline Big Eyes. Now going with the other side, which is for your lower lashes. I'm going to be applying a generous amount. Now I'm just going to be applying L'Oreal Airy Fairy. And then I'm just going to be applying CoverGirl Gloss Bomb in 240. And the photos I've seen, she doesn't look like she has a gloss, so I'm going to leave it like this. And I hope you guys really enjoyed this look, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button for more videos. Thank you for watching. Bye!